Welcome back to the Planet Dive YouTube channel and another episode of the Grumpy Instructor Reacts. Today we're reacting to the Flowstate Divers. Specifically, they're part of their master series on how to reach the next level in scuba diving. Many of you have reached out to me and asked me to react to Flowstate Divers content, so your wish is my command. Again, I'm Turk with Sideline Authority by Turk and the managing partner here at Planet Dive in our lovely new YouTube studio. So let's jump into this video and see what we got, shall we? So there's 6 seconds. Yeah, I'm gonna need my coffee. That's 6 seconds of my life I'll never get back. I get you have a great intro. It looks really sharp. You've created something that you clearly like and needed to put that in there, right? I'm guilty of that myself. I've spent days creating a graphic effect or visual effect in DaVinci Resolve Studio. And I use it even though I knew it was kind of taken away from the video because it was my darling, right? It was my baby. I created this thing. I really spent a lot of time and effort on it. And when it comes to video editing, any sort of editing, right? If we're looking at editing movies, content, doesn't matter what it is, there is a concept called murder your darling. Sometimes you have to kill the thing that you love in order to make the video better. So don't get stuck on that darling, right? This is my baby, this is my darling. Sometimes you got to kill that. Give me a hook right from the beginning. Hey, today I'm going to talk to you about whatever, right? The 5 things, whatever he's going to talk about in this video. I've not watched it, so I have no idea. I just know what the title says, right? How to reach the next level in scuba diving, the master series. But give me that right from the beginning. Give me the hook. And then if you want to throw in your 6-second intro, do that. But give me something from the beginning. You got 5 or 6 seconds to get my attention. Now, I already follow Flowstate Divers. I'm subscribed to their Instagram. I'm subscribed to their YouTube. I'm on their Instagram. But if I ran across this out of the blue and I'd never seen their content before, you didn't get my attention. I'm probably just going to skip through it. Right, let's go ahead and continue the video.
All skills in advanced level diving, such as cave or technical deep diving, and even correctly executed recreational diving, are inherently simple and usually grasped by students.
All right, this is the thing that gets me on all their content. I don't know who's doing the voiceover. I don't know if it's AI. I don't know if it's someone's real voice that they've adjusted the pitch on. I don't know if it's just a real person and that is their real voice, but whatever it is, it seems manufactured. It seems false, fake, and I don't like it. It screams AI content. It may not be, right? This just may be someone's talking voice. But to me, it screams AI content and it just rubs me the wrong way. I don't like it at all. I like it about as much as I like people training other scuba divers on their knees. So I don't know what that is. I wish someone from Flowstate would reach out and tell me how they've done this. If it's somebody's voice, maybe I recommend maybe adjusting their pitch a little bit higher. I don't know. I don't like it. It actually takes away from the content for me. I think more about how much I dislike that voice. Not that it's a bad voice, but it just seems like, it seems fake, right? The whole thing seems manufactured. So I don't know what content they're about to give me, but I'm already like, it's annoying me. I'm going to listen less probably.
Within minutes. However, executing these skills underwater often proves to be more challenging, and the primary culprit is always the same: the lack of stability. When considering the task load in technical diving, it's akin to balancing on a slackline while attempting to solve a Rubik's Cube. If maintaining balance on the slackline is difficult, solving a puzzle simultaneously becomes virtually impossible. Therefore, establishing a stable platform from which divers can perform these otherwise straightforward yet technical skills should be a priority. Acknowledging the importance of stability, our training methodology prompted us to explore different techniques. One especially advantageous method we found involves practicing without the use of fins.
No fins training, absolutely great. I highly recommend it. I do a lot of it myself. That frog kick is not a very efficient frog kick. Now, I'm gonna link up here in the top my video on why your frog kick sucks that actually goes into this, right? So what he's doing is he's creating, let's just go back. So here, he's creating thrust, and bringing his legs back up, he's immediately creating drag. We don't want to create thrust and then create drag. It's like grabbing the throttle on your motorcycle at the same time you're pulling the brake. It makes no sense. Now, I get it. Without fins, your glide cycle is much shorter than it is with fins, way shorter. So maybe he needs to do that. But I would like to have seen a proper kick, glide, and then slowly bring him up, even if it's a short glide, right? Show me the proper technique here. I don't believe this is the proper technique, but I see this all the time with divers. Well, so that's annoying. Show me the right kick. I know you can do it because I've watched your content before.
We found involves practicing without the use of fins. Fins often serve as crutches, concealing mistakes in technique, stability, and body posture. Removing the fins unveils issues, allowing the diver to identify.
Really love the Flowstate Divers on the side of the cylinder. I don't know if it's a sticker or if they painted the cylinder, if they have black cylinders and just, I don't know. I don't know how they did it. I don't know if they painted it. I don't know what that is, but it looks sharp. For content, A+ there, buddy. Absolutely great because it brands you no matter what you're doing. There's no need for a logo anywhere on the screen. You see, I'm looking here. There's no logos anywhere. All right, but you've got exactly what it is right there. There's no question who you're washing. I love the black and white. I love the gray and black dry suit. I'd like to have gray and black with some splash of orange in it. That's just me.
And address them. Achieving proficiency in essential skills becomes notably more difficult. Stability and fins. Fins often serve as crutches, concealing mistakes in technique, stability, and body posture. Removing the fins unveils issues.
Watch. One tiny hand skull. And this is me being the grumpy instructor, so deal with it.
Allowing the diver to identify and address them.
Right?
Achieving proficiency in essential skills becomes notably more difficult.
Okay. All right. I was wrong. I thought it was a hand skull. It was not.
A strong emphasis on the precise coordination of proper breathing and maintaining optimal lower back tension to attain the correct trim.
I disagree here. Now, he may be considering, all right, so lower back. I don't want any strain on my lower back. I don't want to be tensing up my lower back. You could tighten your core, but really what you want to do is you want to tighten your glutes. Just gently squeeze that butt a little bit, right? Not a lot. Not like a little kid who needs to poop but doesn't want to poop, so they squeeze their butt cheeks together to stop themselves from pooping. I had a weird childhood. A gentle squeeze of the glutes, tighten the glutes, and it relaxes that back muscle. And then you'll have less back pain when you get out of the water. So maybe he's considering the glutes part of the lower back, but let's see what else we got.
Basic tasks like hovering become especially demanding without fins, as there is no opportunity to subconsciously counteract imbalance. Achieving.
Yes and no. You will notice how much you use your fins when you take them off, especially when you're trying to get neutral static stability, which is where he's at right now, right? He's not moving. He's not swimming anywhere. He's just neutral and static. So as in not moving, right? Not going up and down. When you're trying to get that trim and that position in the water, first of all, trim should come from your system. The system includes you, the BCD, the cylinders, you. That's all one system. You are not separate from the system. That's all part of my axis method. If the system is aligned properly, trim is natural. It's easy. It doesn't matter if you take your fins off or not. If you're actually not moving your fins when you have them on. If you're constantly doing this to make up for an improperly configured system, then yes, you're going to notice when you take your fins off. Which is why when I teach side mount, one of the first things we do, we get in the water, I want you to just not move at all. Don't move. I don't want to see your fins move, and if your fins move, I'll take your fins off. I want to see what happens to you. Do you go head down? Do you go feet down? Do you pitch or yaw? Pilot terms, because I'm around a lot of pilots. What happens to you, right? If you're pitching or yawing, if you're rolling one way or another, we have an improperly aligned system. We fix the system, and then you should be able to balance. But we'll continue.
Precise weighting, weight placement, and body tension becomes essential for success. Once you attain this precision, maintaining full control when fully kitted becomes effortless. Mastering basic propulsion is just the beginning. Removing your fins resets the journey, allowing for true refinement. We suggest concentrating on mastering two key elements. Firstly, the helicopter turn poses a challenge for many divers, primarily due to the intricate nature of asynchronous leg movements. Incorrect execution leaves no room for evasion.
They're right. The helicopter turn is one that you need to see more divers practicing. One of the things I noticed, they put a card up at the top. Let's see. So they have this card up here, but maybe point to it, tell us. Hey, click the link above. to see how to do the helicopter turn, right? Let me know it's there. Some people might miss that.
Primarily due to the intricate nature of asynchronous leg movements. Incorrect execution leaves no room for evasion, compelling you to refine your technique beyond your initial learning. Avoid any shortcuts and prioritize maintaining optimal trim and buoyancy throughout
Good Lord, what is happening in the background there?
the exercise. Focus on practicing turns in both directions, not just towards your dominant side. Mind that executing turns will exert additional strain on your...
Yes, you absolutely should turn to the left and to the right. Usually you'll see divers, they only turn one way. You should be able to do both. And one of the keys to a proper helicopter turn is making sure that you are spinning directly on that y-axis. So in design and machining, I used to be a machinist, you have an x-axis, which is horizontal, and then you have a y-axis, which is vertical. So on that y-axis is where we want to spin, like a helicopter rotating, right? It doesn't go forward and kind of in a tight circle. So one of the ways I try to eliminate not spinning on that y-axis and actually towing really tight circles is I run a horizontal line out off my reel and I have my divers start with in trim, neutral static stability, fingers tips touching the line, helicopter turn to the left. And when you come back in a full 360, your fingertips should be on the line. If they're above the line, well, then you've got forward momentum in your helicopter turn. If they're behind the line, you have backward momentum in your helicopter turn. We don't want either, right? We want to be completely spinning on that y-axis. So your fingertips, boom, should come right back to the line. And then we do it the opposite way. And we drill, 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 really dialing in that technique. Once you have the technique down, then you can go to no fins training, which will take your proper technique and refine it and make it just a little bit better. Boy, there is an absolute disaster going on behind him. So you got this high level side mount diver doing no fins training and then just this mess. Absolute mess here.
Secondly, everyone's favorite, the ever-popular back kick. If you find yourself struggling with back finning, don't blame it on your fins. While fins enhance efficiency, if you can't execute a back kick without them, it suggests a need to focus on refining your technique rather than seeking...
What did I just watch? Obviously, there's two, maybe, I don't know, obviously. I think there's two students over here. So I think this is a student, there's another student, and there's a dive master or instructor in the middle. Let's watch this.
Take adequate breaks to prevent overexertion.
All right, so person in charge clearly looking over here, looking over here.
The ever-popular back kick.
Great.
If you find yourself...
Why did you just roll like that? Let's just keep watching.
Struggling with back finning, don't blame it on your fins.
Now you got to scull with your hands. And what, you're going to flip back upside down when all you had to do was what he's doing. Just helicopter turn and back kick away from him, and now you're looking at both of them. But you probably couldn't do that, could you? This is a disaster. Both of it here and here is a sad state of scuba diving training. Don't be like that. Be like this.
Efficiency. If you can't execute a back kick without them, it suggests a need to focus on refining your technique rather...
And then you tap your student's mask with your camera because you couldn't reach them. Well, then are you really in control? Didn't we learn about position and control in your instructor course? The side mount, or the scuba industry just makes me angry.
Than seeking excuses. In summary, when without fins, your reliance on proper technique becomes essential. Dedicate time and effort to practice, and you can attain a significantly higher level of proficiency. Keep in mind that adopting this approach is not a progression towards using fins, it's the opposite. Therefore, ensure you grasp the correct techniques before embarking on these exercises.
The proper techniques, unlike those people over here who have zero technique. This is really great content. It really is. The voice is annoying me. It throws me off. It makes me kind of not want to watch. I won't, no, that's not true. Because I do like what they put out. I've watched all their stuff. They do have really nice content. That voice just seems manufactured and it rubs me raw, and I'm not the only one that thinks that. We've had lots of conversations about this content. Again, I do love the cylinders that say Flowstate Divers on them. Great branding when there's nothing else in the video to brand you. So there's absolutely, you know exactly who you're paying attention to, what video you're watching. The skill level of this diver is very high. I myself do lots of no fins training. I think it is amazing. I think it's one of the best things you can do to really refine your skills and become 1% better today than you were yesterday.
Thanks for watching and hope you learned something. Consider subscribing to Flowstate Divers to become part of the community of conscious divers and to get notified on our upcoming content.
Not bad content at all. I want to be more grumpy. There's just not a lot to be grumpy about. One of the things that I will say that I enjoy are their thumbnails. They've done a great job of creating thumbnails for YouTube, right? It's always 3 lines. Know your stage rigging, master your rescue. 3 lines. The first 2 are white, the last one is red. It stands out to you. One of the small things that a lot of people don't notice, but that I notice because I'm a creator, is this border here, right? So they got this white, it's actually a gradient. It's going white to gray and back to white. But they got these nice rounded corners here. It just makes that thumbnail jump out just a little bit more. And there's some sort of background they've got in here that they brought the transparency down on. So someone knows what they're doing when it comes to editing. I would love to talk to them. Flowstate Divers, reach out to me. You can comment here on the YouTube. You can go to Side Mount Authority by Turk's Instagram, Prana Dives, Ahmed Bali's Instagram. Message me on any of those. I'd love to talk to you guys about how you make your content. I'm always looking to talk shop with other content creators and maybe even join forces and do some content together. So really great job by Flowstate Divers. Thank you all for those who reached out and said I should react to them. You guys wanted to know my thoughts as the Grumpy Instructor. Really, it's just that voice and then a couple small things, but mostly it's the voice. Maybe if there's another video that you definitely want me to react to from Flowstate Divers or anybody else, let us know down in the comments. Again, you can message me at the Prana Dive Instagram, which is linked in the description. You can message me at Side Mount Authority by Turk Instagram or on my YouTube. It doesn't matter. Message me somewhere. Let me know the content you want to see, and we will do our best. I don't have a mouse in my pocket. It's just me. There's no team. I will be making that content for you. So thanks again for sticking around. I hope you enjoy the new YouTube studio. And as always, until next time, safe diving.